This video will focus on safe use of large equipment. Items such as tractors, trailers, forklifts, loaders, potting machines, soil mixers, and conveyors are critical parts of a nursery or greenhouse operation. Proper use of these large mechanized pieces of equipment will ensure you stay safe. This training does not replace, but should complement any equipment-specific training you may have received. Before you operate any equipment, it's a good idea to perform a safety inspection. Basically, check the equipment to make sure it is in good working condition. Items such as seat belts, lights, roll protection, fire extinguishers, and other safety equipment should be checked before you use the equipment. It is a good habit to perform these checks at the beginning of each workday. If you find any defective equipment, notify your supervisor. Never operate any equipment that is not in safe working condition. Equipment with belts or chains must be checked to make sure these drives are properly set or tightened. Loose chains or drive belts can cause the equipment to not function properly and could increase the chance of injury. Leaks, such as fuel, oil, or hydraulic fluid, should be repaired as soon as possible. It's more difficult to determine the proper working condition of equipment when it is dirty or covered in debris. Be sure to keep these parts clean. Before starting a piece of equipment, look around. Make sure that no workers or equipment are in the way. On equipment that has speed adjustments, like conveyor belts, make sure these adjustments are set correctly before operating. Refer to any specific training you had when using this type of equipment. Loose-fitting clothing can be dangerous when working around some nursery and greenhouse equipment. Shirt sleeves or any other baggy clothes should be secured before starting the equipment. You should avoid distractions when operating equipment. To ensure your safety, be sure to maintain your concentration at all times. One small moment of inattention could result in an injury to yourself or someone else. Machine guards protect you from rotating hazards, pinch points, electrical danger, or other potentially hazardous conditions. Sometimes a machine guard must be removed to make an equipment adjustment or repair. When this work is completed, be sure to replace the guard. Before working on any equipment, from making a minor adjustment to performing a major repair, be sure that the power is off. When possible, the equipment should be locked in an off position. When this is not practical, a warning label can be used to tag out the equipment. See your supervisor for special lockout, tag-out procedures you should be using. When using tractors or forklifts, never permit other workers to ride along. This can be extremely dangerous, even for short distances. The only safe place to ride this equipment is in the driver's seat. Be sure to operate equipment at a safe speed. Generally speaking, accidents are more common and more serious at higher speeds. A slower speed will give you more time to react in an emergency situation. When equipment is equipped with seat belts, be sure to wear them. They can prevent you from being thrown from the vehicle should there be an accident. Check the path in front of you or behind you when backing up before moving. One of the busiest areas of a large nursery is the loading dock. We see people, equipment, and machinery all sharing the same area. Working in and around the busy loading dock requires a worker to maintain a high level of awareness. Do not attempt to operate equipment such as forklifts or motorized pallet jacks without the proper training. Backing a large trailer into a dock lane can present many challenges. Once positioned, make sure the trailer is secured in place and use wheel chocks to prevent the trailer from moving while being loaded or unloaded. Many docks are raised, which create a potential fall hazard. When available, use safety barriers to help prevent falls. These barriers are visible reminders to workers in the area that they are working at a height of about 4 feet above the ground. You may be required to use a dock leveler to cover the space between the dock and a trailer. Make sure the dock leveler is properly positioned before using it. Make sure the trailer is in good condition and can handle the weight of your loading or unloading equipment. Never enter a trailer when a forklift is loading or unloading. These are generally dimly lit areas and the driver may not see you. Be sure to follow all safe practices when driving a forklift with or without a load. Keep loads low when moving. And when approaching a blind corner or obstructed area, use a horn to warn other workers who might be in the area. Before you start any equipment, perform a safety inspection. Before starting a piece of equipment, make sure that other workers are a safe distance away. When operating equipment, be sure to avoid distractions. When using tractors or forklifts, never permit other workers to ride along. Be sure to operate equipment at a safe speed. A loading dock can be a busy place. Always be aware of your surroundings. Following these guidelines can help protect you from an accident when using large equipment.